Welcome back to Deep Links, folks. I'm glad you're here, whether you found us by mistake or you're here because you finally realized you need to get your communication skills in check. Today, we're talking about something we all think we're good at, but most of us suck at: effective communication skills. Yeah, that's right. We're diving deep into why your conversations are awkward as hell, why people don't listen to you, and why you're still single, stuck in a dead-end job, or can't seem to get a point across without looking like an idiot. Buckle up, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. So, let's get one thing straight. Communication is the backbone of every single thing you do in life. Think about it. Whether you're trying to get laid, get paid, or just not be that weird guy at the party, it all comes down to how you communicate. You could have the best ideas in the world, but if you sound like a robot or a scared little mouse when you talk, no one is going to give a shit. And why should they? If you can't sell your story, why should they buy it? Now, some of you might be thinking, but I'm a great communicator. No, you're probably not. You're just comfortable talking to your cat or maybe your mom. But throw you into a meeting, a date, or an argument, and suddenly you're fumbling over words, repeating yourself, or using so much filler language people start counting how many times you say instead of listening to you. Let's be real, you need this podcast more than you think. Alright, let's break down the basics. First up, know your damn audience. It's amazing how many people don't get this. If you're talking to a bunch of corporate suits, don't start with, "Hey dudes, let's get lit with these quarterly numbers." Just like you wouldn't walk into a biker bar wearing a pink polo and khakis and start chatting about your gluten-free kale smoothie. Read the room. This doesn't mean you need to change who you are, just be aware of who you're talking to and adjust your message accordingly. Don't be that idiot who thinks they're relatable when they're actually just annoying as hell. Then there's body language. Holy crap, if you don't know how to use your body when you talk, you might as well just stop trying. People will judge you in like, what, 3 seconds? And that's even before you've opened your mouth. If you stand there like a statue or, worse, like a creepy uncle at a family reunion, you've already lost the game. Stand up straight, make eye contact, use your hands, but not like you're having a seizure, and for the love of all that is holy, don't cross your arms. Crossing your arms is like saying, "I hate everyone here and I hope you all die." Not exactly the vibe you want to give off, right? Speaking of vibes, let's talk about tone. Your tone is everything. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. You can tell someone, "Have a nice day," but if you say it like you just swallowed a lemon, guess what? They're not gonna think you mean it. They're gonna think you're a passive-aggressive jerk. So, don't be a robot. Show some emotion, put some life into your voice. And no, that doesn't mean talking like a used car salesman hopped up on caffeine. It means being real, being genuine, and not being afraid to show a little personality. Now, here's where most people get it wrong: listening. Yeah, you heard me. Shut the hell up and listen for once. Most of us are just waiting for our turn to talk, not actually paying attention to what the other person is saying. That's why half of your conversations feel like you're talking to a wall or a goldfish. Good communication isn't just about flapping your gums, it's about shutting them sometimes too. Active listening means you actually care about what's being said, not just what you're gonna say next. And believe me, people can tell when you're not listening. Your eyes glaze over, you start nodding like a bobblehead, or worse, you check your phone. Stop that crap. It's rude, it's lazy, and it makes you look like a jerk. And another thing, if you want to be a better communicator, stop hiding behind screens all the time. I get it, we're all addicted to our phones and laptops. But if your idea of a conversation is shooting off a text or sending an emoji, then buddy, you're in trouble. Emojis don't count as communication. They're cute and all, but they don't replace an actual conversation. Get out there and talk to people face to face. Feel the awkwardness, get comfortable with it. The more you practice, the better you'll get. And no, I'm not saying you need to become the next Oprah or start giving TED Talks. Just get better at talking to actual human beings. Oh, and let's not forget about clarity. If you're one of those people who take 20 minutes to get to the damn point, stop. Right now. Nobody has time for that. Get to the point, be concise, and then shut up. Don't go on and on like a grandma telling a story about back in my day. People have the attention span of a goldfish these days, so if you're not saying something interesting or useful, they're gone. Gone like that last piece of cake at a party, and good luck getting their attention back. Now, let's talk about conflict. Some of you avoid conflict like it's the plague. But here's the thing, conflict is not a bad thing. It's just a conversation where people disagree. And guess what? That's normal. What's not normal is running away, pouting, or blowing up because you don't know how to handle it. So how do you deal with conflict? First, don't be a dick. Don't go into a conflict thinking, I'm right, they're wrong. Instead, go in with an open mind, listen to the other side, and actually try to find some common ground. And if you can't find common ground, that's okay too. Agree to disagree and move the hell on. Stop holding grudges, it's childish. And speaking of childish, can we talk about self-discipline for a second? Because this is where a lot of people fall flat on their face. You can have all the communication skills in the world, but if you don't have the self-discipline to use them, then what's the point? You've got to practice this stuff, even when it feels awkward, even when you don't want to. It's like going to the gym. Nobody wants to do it at first, but once you get into it, you see the results. So get off your lazy ass and start working on it. Stop complaining about how hard it is or how awkward you feel. No one gets good at anything by whining. And lastly, don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. Seriously, you're going to screw up. You're going to say something stupid or awkward or offensive. That's life. Don't take yourself so seriously. Learn to laugh it off, apologize if you need to, and move on. The worst communicators are the ones who are too uptight to relax and just be themselves. Remember, people are drawn to authenticity. They want to see the real you, not some fake version you think they want to see. Alright, that's enough hard truths for today. I know I've probably offended a few of you, and that's fine. You probably needed to hear it. So, if you got something out of this, if you laughed, if you cringed, or if you're just here to hate watch, go ahead and hit that like button. And while you're at it, hit subscribe. Join us here at Deep Links, where we're not afraid to say what everyone else is too scared to say. We'll keep diving deep into the topics that matter, or at least entertain the hell out of you. Till next time, stay bold, stay weird, and for God's sake, work on those communication skills.